Just waiting for my live stream to come up, so. Looks like we're good.
Cindy's here. I'm missing some baby.
That's there. And then let me get rid of my email.
Oh, fuck.
Pull up the agenda here.
Let's get rid- Okay, now
Can you
you've got a
The
quorum.
agenda. Yeah, I'm seeing nods in that. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Well, good afternoon and welcome to our first official curriculum council meeting of the semester, which is nice to get going. As you all know, and as you've seen from my emails and that, it's been a slow start to this year. And as we get closer to proposals being due, we will have more on the agenda for things, or more on the agenda to review and to approve. So with that being said, we approved all of our minutes from last spring. Does anybody have, for the good of the order, any general announcements before I go into my little spiels on things? Okay. With that being said, so I want to kind of go over just some basic things since this is our first meeting, just some UCC 101, and just kind of looking over some different things that we are, that we should again be aware of when we are looking at proposals and that. So first off, just realize that as you are a member of this committee, and I'm talking specifically about faculty members that are serving for the different colleges, that doesn't mean that you are the 100% sole responsible person of the proposal. I want to put that out there. You know, it's usually coming from a department chair or a dean, or it might be coming from like academic affairs, but don't feel that you are alone or that you're by yourself doing it. That is not the case for it. You are the representative and basically kind of going through myself and the leadership, and then Catherine or academic affairs if you need assistance with it, but I don't want you to feel that way. And always feel free to reach out. I know I'm the king of email and I will email you. And that's again how I work on things with that, or work on things to communicate, but feel free again to reach out to me, Catherine, or any of us at leadership, Ben or Bob. We are all here to help you with that. So that's the first thing. If you have not looked at this wonderful page here, you all should. Again, the ICC or isu.edu/UCC, it gives you everything and more. And I'll tell you, me serving on this committee, my first couple of years, I use this website. You know, it tells you the proposal instructions verbatim, what you need to do. And the first thing you need to do is request the proposal. When you do that, the behind the scenes, it'll go to the registrar's office, which is Ivory and Marin, and they'll put those together and then they'll kind of, again, bring that out to you. For those of you, while I'm saying that, you don't know, Ivory again is our main person in the registrar's office besides Sarah. Then we also have Marin, who is also going to be assisting, and she's brand new, or she's not brand new, but she's brand new in this capacity with helping with proposals. With that being said, again, you request the proposal, so you get that started, and then you go through again the process, and it walks you through step by step. And we have that here about requesting in that and completing that. So literally verbatim, what you need to do, again, going through the sample proposal, starting the proposal, whether it needs to be a state one, so on and so forth. And then this lovely checklist down here, which I suggest again you taking a look at. It's just going to give you everything and more regarding signatures that you need, just making sure that you have all places in the proposal filled out. When in doubt, ask again one of us. When in doubt, for individuals that are coming to you, again, when in doubt, when individuals are coming to you, look at, again, the website or reach out to us. Really, I just want to point out, again, you're not alone with doing this, and don't feel that way. And that's, again, the biggest thing I think when it comes to these, they can be overwhelming. There's a lot of pieces that go into it. And when you have a question, ask. And besides myself, part of the executive committee, Ben or Bob, Catherine, again, is the great resource, and I divert to her many times in that, and the registrar's office on top of it. And so that is my little UCC 101. Do you have any question, when in regards to meetings, when it's regarding proposals that you're trying to look at, everything and more, you have that on here too for the current year. So again, you have prior year and again of this year, so you can kind of see what's in the works as well. I will pause there. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns on that?
Can we go home now?
No.
See something in the chat.
Um.
Yeah.
Wesley, just make sure you show them the proposals in progress and the tracking sheet, because that's our Bible, my Bible anyway.
Yeah, which I was just actually gonna
Yeah.
get to that, so,
Mhm.
thank you. So here is everything that Catherine again is working on, or again, what Catherine is working on, and we're all working on, and this is literally everything and more that's out there. And again, this is for your colleges that want to know, everything and more is there. This is on the UCC website, so it's not like privileged information or secret, it's on there. So if anyone's questioning like what's again going on in that, that's what it is again, or that's where it's at. And I suggest again, looking forward here, really the big things that we're looking at, and we'll spend a little bit of time on this one as we're going through unfinished business proposal 15. Does it have again the UCC rep signature? Does it have the registrar's signature? And if those individuals have signed off and then everything else is filled out, we're gonna move forward and look to approve it. If those things are missing or credits don't add up, or again, if we have issues with the proposal where we're not having rationales, we don't have again the things that need to be there. Again, those are things that we will look to not again move to again approve that proposal. By the time you're seeing it all on the agenda, it's ready to be approved at this point. Okay. With that being said, any questions about what your role is and what you need to do? And really, I'm looking at faculty because again, the registrar's office, the academic affairs, advising, your ex officio, you're not voting on that.
The ASISU student, Eugene, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. She is a full voting member of UCC, so,
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I didn't hear you, Catherine.
Are you, ASISU rep, Eugene Kwan?
Yes.
She is a full voting member of UCC.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, and I forgot about that. That's our student rep that's on here. Yep.
That's okay, I'm not gonna let her get forgotten.
Okay. Executive committee, again, so we finally met this week, just like you all, again, or you all are meeting this week. And then we just talked about the proposals. The biggest thing I'll say to all of you, we are gonna look to take up new business 27 and 34. We're not gonna have those wait out. And reason being, they're relatively easy proposals to go through without, or as long as no one from the committee has any issue with that. Those are our big things. With that being said, academic affairs, Cindy.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I have a really quick update, just letting everybody be aware that the NWCCU, which is the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities, they are our regional accrediting agency, and they'll be on campus visiting with so many people. I think they've asked to meet with like 90 different people on October 14th and 15th. But it's primarily around assessment and decision making with regard to assessing student learning outcomes, those types of things. So they have not specifically asked to meet with our undergraduate curriculum council or our graduate council but they are very interested in meeting with GERC. So anyway, one less meeting for you all, but I thought I would at least make you aware that they will be on campus those 2 days. So that's my only update. Thanks, Wesley.
Yep, thanks, Cindy. Okay, with that being said, we have again GERC minutes actually to approve or accept at this point, which is August 27th, September 10th, and then the CS 111 objective new 7 for Gen Ed course approved, which has already been approved by GERC. So with this being said, that was already sent out in the agenda. Catherine had put this out there. Can I get a motion to accept these, or motion to accept these 3 sets of minutes?
I move to accept.
Okay, that's Ben, second.
Second.
Okay, Ajit, and then I think that was Bob, I think. With that being said, again, we don't take a full vote. Again, those minutes are accepted. With that being said, moving on, Bass, your update. If there is one.
We are meeting tomorrow,
Okay.
so I will, yeah, so we'll meet tomorrow, and then, so we'll have meeting minutes probably for you for the week after.
Okay, cool. Subcommittee, we talked about that a little bit at executive
Leslie.
committee. Again, we're looking to work on that more in the spring during our downtime. We'll probably also be looking at our bylaws. There's a couple of things that we'll look to change on that, and the executive committee will work on those. But the subcommittee for the catalog, that's a constant ongoing again thing. And that's really leads into my information from that. I plead with all of you to make sure that the colleges, if you haven't already, to get proposals done. So we don't have to have a 2-hour or a longer 2-hour meeting as October 20th comes to again approve proposals. Okay.
Leslie.
That being said, faculty senate. Do you have any?
Sure. Oh, Ben's got a question, Wesley.
Oh, Ben, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, you skipped my part about Girk.
Oh, well, that's not a conflict. So again, that's
Yeah,
all.
no worries.
I was gonna say
Um,
faculty senate first and then GER, but go ahead.
Oh, okay, then all yours, Bob.
Yep.
Okay, faculty senate updates. The faculty senate's met twice since we've met. The first time around, President Wagner was there, and he explained to us about his new initiatives and how they're going forward. The big news of the day was the fact that from last year to this year, we've reduced our structural deficit from $15 million to $6 million. And Provost Bradford has indicated that we should be running, the $6 million should be basically diminished fully, if not quite fully, but fully by the end of this fiscal year. So good job, everybody. I know that that's been a lot of work on a lot of people's parts, so that's good to hear. The big news for UCC would be that the transition to Canvas is officially going to happen in fall of 25. There was discussion, and I believe at one point the date was spring of 25, so next semester, but that's been pushed back due to a variety of reasons. The biggest one has to do with a technology package that we're looking to purchase from where was it? Let's see here. Oh, a course evaluation piece of software. Yep, that will be plugged into Canvas. So that's kind of, as far as what affects the UCC, that's kind of the big news, is the transition to Canvas will happen a little later than previously scheduled. Any questions about what's happening at Faculty Senate? Okay.
I want to chime in before Ben, give it for Girk. Just general housekeeping things for some of those that are new or again, just on here. Sometimes I cannot see you. Again, feel free to either raise a hand or use the little things up there or just shout out again, just so I know again, in case I have not acknowledged you and you do have something to say. Always feel free to drop it in the chat too, because I can see that as well. And if you don't want to chat to everyone, you can chat to myself separately as well. With that being said, Girk.
Girk has met 4 times this semester, and they have begun reviewing proposals. They have reviewed assessment plans for a lot of the courses and have sent a few back, but they are doing their due diligence there, so that is good. They are still 2 members short from the College of Health or from KDHS. They're still looking for 2 reps to serve on Girk. There's an upcoming General Education Summit, State Summit, October 10th and 11th, and the delegates have been selected for that, and they will be attending there. And they are everyone in Girk voting members have been requested to participate on the October 14th Northwest meeting for that. So everyone's working on trying to get there on campus for that. Cindy, do you know if they're requiring everyone to physically be there, or will this be allowed to happen remotely if you work in Meridian or IF?
They do not allow any Zoom attendance. It is only in person, but everyone isn't required to be there. I mean, it's fine if just most of GERC members attend or most, but yeah, they don't allow Zoom meetings.
Okay, I will relay that on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions before we look to move on to unfinished business? We have nothing from the consent calendar. Again, we have nothing again because, or nothing that we're looking at because again, this is our first official meeting. With that being said, Catherine, Catherine, I'll turn it over to you. You wanted to talk about, again, removing something from the agenda that we were going to endorse.
Right. On recent changes from both OSBI and NWCCU, some are recent and some we're just trying to get caught up on. But really, for the letters of notification that I have listed here for endorsements, they're really kind of, at this point, these are simply more like placeholders for me to remember that, yeah, I have to do these things. They are already linked under each of the proposals, but I would like to take off the state proposals for endorsements, number 1, 2, and 3. Those are letters and LONs number 6, 7, 8, and 9, partly because I haven't really started writing them. Those are just simple notification letters to OSBI telling them what we're doing with certain of the programs that are listed within the proposals. If there are minor course changes and curricular changes, and in one case there's a credit change, and I haven't quite figured out exactly what needs to be in the letters. If these were actual state proposals for brand new programs or degrees or a large certificate over 30 credits, those would be on an actual, those are more significant changes. So those I would continue to put on the agenda for your consideration. But with these letters, small letters of notification, I would just rather remove those from the agenda and from the minutes altogether. I haven't published the agenda yet. So, and again, these aren't ready to go. They're really just letters from academic affairs telling OSBI what the Office of the State Board of Education, which I refer to as OSBI, what minor changes we're making and informing them. There are no approvals necessary on any of these. It's just notifications. So with your permission, from UCC, I'd like to remove these from the agenda and minutes.
Does anybody have any abstention or any nay or non-approval to do that? So moved then, so those are removed. And we'll
Thank
just,
you.
yep, we'll
I'm
go
taking
ahead.
them off.
Yep, we'll do the unfinished business and then move into the parking lot, and then I'll take a motion to again, do the new, or to take up the new business. With that being said, I've already gone ahead, so again, and shared my screen. Let's go ahead and start with proposal 15, which is looking at, again, changes again to computer science. And we're adding again, looks like a course. And so notice again your signatures here, which are all signed. No concerns here. Notice again, no concerns again from the registrar's office. Jessica, I'll be sending this to UCC for our first meeting. Okay. So that's just again a heads up. And so basically they're again creating that CS1 or that 1111 course. And again, the course could be used in combination with other, again, that satisfy general, again, education objective 7. It's like everyone voted. Good. These were all pretty clean. There wasn't any, lot of changes. Or a lot of issues that needed to be changed.
Wesley, do you want to walk them through what they're looking at?
And, sorry. Again, so what we looked at first there, so again, like signatures and that. So again, kind of going back to that UC 10 or UCC 101, again, looking to make sure that we have the signatures like we did up here. So of the rep, of the dean, and then the department chair, if we have that. And then again, does everyone again signed off? So the impact reviewers, again, registrar's office being one of the big ones, and then any other departments that we have, as you could see here. We don't have any, again, concerns. And again, we're also looking to resolve these comments here that are on the side, if we have those as well. And then here again, so we have the summary of the proposal, like we have here. Did we get a faculty vote, which is another huge one again here, which we have. And then again, we're looking again, if we're proposing a new course, what we need to have in there, and if we need to strike things out. So that's what we're looking at. So that was recapping what I was scrolling through. And really, again, it was clean. There wasn't too much of the or the additions and the deletions that we had. Everything was on there and it was done correctly. And we had again, new thing here, our new, again, language here for course description, but again, it wasn't anything that was alarming. GERC did approve this because again, it was again on our something to satisfy objective 7, and that was approved on September 10th, as you can see. Again, the rationale for it, again, reducing that math prerequisite relative, again, for students interested in Brandon programming in that. Catherine. Do you see this one here?
Yeah, that's the notice for me,
Okay.
in checking to see, okay, what
I didn't
change,
know we did
how,
add-
how significant the changes are and what we have to tell Osby and Northwest.
In adding these up, I had taken a look and it did add up to our 75. And with the addition and deletion, it wasn't anything big with that.
I do want to point out in the certificate, where's the certificate? Where is it?
I'm at the B.
It's the one that's, okay, that's the minor. The minor has credit
Right here.
changes. It's adding it. Okay. This change on the certificate, it's not actually a change. It's, there's an error in the catalog right now. If you see that, the CS 4465, problems in cybersecurity, it's adding 3 credits. So it's saying, okay, you got CS 4465 or CS 4481 or the ECE courses. That 3 credits is being added in. It should have been in there to begin with. Both Osby and especially NWCCU, they show the number of credits for that as being 27. So we don't need to make any changes with them. This is just a correction to the catalog. So my note in purple there is explaining that it's not actually a change. It's a correction.
And
However, we do have to notify NWCCU of the credit change to the minor in computer science.
again, now updated to 24 here was good. And then now we look at the infrastructure or the impacts, was this filled out? And then if places are being, meaning our different parts of the university are being, again, impacted, what are their responses? Again, have they said anything? That is what we're looking for in these. And again, looking at the library, looking at, again, ITS, again, Jim Daly, looking at educational technologies, and then central advising, and again, College of Tech advising as well. GERC, and then the registrar's office, again, these are things that are, again, being looked at. So Notice again here, you have this again, or sorry, wasn't gonna put a comment in there. Again, any of these departments that were impacted, notice again, they're here. Again, how the words were removed in that, but everything, again, there was no issues. With that being said, and now we'll look to vote, motion to approve.
Can
Move
I ask-
approval. Oh, Cindy?
Cindy, go ahead before I.
I just don't remember how we generally handle Wesley if, like, it seems like there's the map for the curriculum for it hasn't been completed yet. And then I looked on the student learning outcomes and tried to click on that link and it goes nowhere. So I'm just not sure. And that's at the very, very, very top of the entire proposal. I just don't remember how we handle those things. Do we usually not approve it until it's done? Do we approve it?
No, we approve. We always approve.
Well,
So we
no.
approve pending those. Tiffany?
I can speak on the map section of it. Those maps will go directly to Buck Benson. Like with College of Tech, we do ours in the spring, but we are aware of them. So we never stop the proposal from going through as long as the program knows that they have to get them in.
And that's what, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and as they go through, I'll continue to talk to everybody and get those set up, build or cleaned up and I'll a lot of times coordinate with the advisors for those programs to get them completed so we can get them added in the spring to the catalog and to the site.
Same thing with the student, I see your hand, Bob, and I'm gonna acknowledge, the same thing with the student learning outcomes. We never had that impact a proposal. Go ahead, Bob.
I was gonna say, when those items are missing, we'll make a motion to approve pending
Pending,
the
yeah.
others. And whatever's missing, so that way, because there's so much time it takes to get all of this through now with the Northwest cycle included in everything. As much as we're trying to be thorough, it is important that the bulk of the changes can go through.
Thank you.
Is that good, Cindy?
Yeah, just wanted to make sure that those two things actually do get completed. So
I
thank
will
you.
put that, so with that being said, motion to approve pending, again, those student learning outcomes, and again, the degree maps that we'll get. I see Camille, can I get a second? Bob, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved, proposal 15 is fully approved unanimously. That being said, let's move on to 22. As soon as I can pull up my screen here, the right ones, let me get rid of this. There. Give me 1 second. It's 22, right? Yep, beautiful, okay. Okay. So this one was prerequisite, co-requisite for, again, nuclear engineering for COSI. Again, changing again that prerequisite or co-requisite. So notice again, we're all signed off here. No, again, updates are required. Again, no concerns from everyone else. Please review UCC proposal. Issue, okay. So the big thing here, vote was again in favor. Math listed as a co-requisite. And it's more proper to state that again, it's a prerequisite or co-requisite. So it's both. So that is again, we're changing here. Relatively easy. And it didn't impact. That being said, motion to approve 22.
I approve.
That's Jessica. I see it first, Ben second. Camille, or I saw Camille too. All in favor, aye? Or
Aye.
again,
Aye.
raise your hand. Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved. Proposal 22 is passed unanimously. Okay, next on our screen, proposal 32. Okay,
So, if I could just interject, this hasn't been signed by the dean yet or by me. So it's not, I just wrote to the dean again and asked if she could look at it, but,
We were gonna still look at, with your approval of okay, we're gonna look to approve pending those signatures like we've done in past.
Well,
have we done that in the past?
We have done it
No.
in the past.
not without signatures.
I don't
no.
know.
Oh,
I
no,
Not without-
sorry.
Not without
Oh, no, I'm
signatures.
sorry.
know that that's the right way to proceed.
Sorry, I apologize. I was thinking of something else. No, we
Yeah,
want,
I
so
should have
do we wanna
mentioned.
pull, do we wanna pull this then for the
Yeah.
I
time?
think it needs to be, I don't feel comfortable going forward with this.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm comfortable with the proposal, like I don't personally, but I just feel like the dean needs the opportunity to review it and sign it.
And is that why you haven't signed it either?
I haven't signed it because the dean hasn't signed it. That's right.
That's why, okay, yep, okay.
Yeah.
No problem, then we could pull this one, then if anything, move it into the parking lot with pending those signatures then.
Thank you.
Move to table.
Yep, and I will second that.
Yep.
Okay.
So move then again, we're gonna look to table then 32. Right? Okay, with that being said, 35. 15, here we go. Okay, signatures there, this one. Pre-professional academic certificate in speech pathology, so that's what we're looking at here. Again, all signatures there. So. Okay, you have a great degree map. Okay. Proposal to eliminate 2 courses. And then I'll change the number of credits to 36 to 31. Okay. Looks like the vote is there. So that's taken care of. Then we've also submitted the graduate proposal. Rationale, which looks good. The adding of the certificates, I had looked at this afternoon and when we did, again, it was 31 from the 36. It's not gonna impact. Okay. Okay. That being said, motion to approve, yeah, Cindy, go ahead.
It looks once again like the student learning outcomes haven't been created.
Oh, God.
Or a link isn't included. They might have been created. I think it's just down a little bit. Just right underneath that.
Right here, go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the map was there, that's, and then. It was up here. Yeah, I remember.
Is that for a new course or is it old
I was
courses?
gonna say, this isn't a new course.
Yeah, we haven't been requiring for,
Yeah.
for
Existing.
previous courses. It's only in the new courses that they were being asked for. I'm assuming that they already exist for existing courses, but I don't know for sure.
Well, and I guess my only question was if they're reducing the curriculum, if they're changing the curriculum by 2 courses, is that changing any of the student learning outcomes? For,
Oh, wait,
oh,
I'm looking at the wrong proposal. Just a moment. No, wait. Where's the program of study?
I believe they're just removing it from a summer offering. And the same courses are still offered in the spring semesters, but they just removed it from a summer offering. So I didn't think that the student learning outcomes would be different.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. Thanks, Camille.
You're welcome.
Motion then to approve 35. Bob, second. Camille, and I see Crystal, all in favor, aye, or just raise your again hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved again, 35 is approved, unanimously. That being said, motion to take up new business. That's Crystal, and can I get a second? Can I see others? Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and again, pull up 27. Okay,
So this one also hasn't been, it doesn't have a faculty vote yet, and so the dean hasn't signed off on it.
let's just keep it then. Yeah, right? Okay,
So, they're working on a faculty vote right now.
got it. And
Motion
so
to
we can just
table.
motion to table then. So moved. So again, 27 is tabled at this time because we don't have the signature. Okay, 34. This one is. Okay, so our radiographic science clarification to add COM 1101 as a prerequisite. Everyone signed. No concerns. So it's been required, but it's not currently explicit. Looks like also they changed some wordings of their course descriptions on top of it. Which is nothing big, because again, we're just looking to add the prereq and make sure that it's explicit for COM 1101. Credits I saw. I had added, I know it was 46. That motion to then approve 26.
So moved.
Bob, second.
Second.
Okay, I saw Ben there again, and I saw another hand, or Crystal. Okay, Camille, all in favor, either aye, raise your hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? So moved, 26 is approved. With that being said, that's a subcommittee again, are about the catalog format, which we talked about before, and that's just an ongoing thing. Our bylaws all, again, for that review, that'll be again, our executive committee, and we'll look at, possibly a couple changes in spring. With that being said, is there anybody else that has anything for the good of the order? So then can I get a motion to adjourn?
I
So
move to
moved.
adjourn.
Bob, Crystal, I will see the rest of you. Catherine, if you could stay on, and I'll see you all hopefully next week. You guys take care. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your
thank
hard
you.
work.
Yep. Catherine, give me
Thank you,
one.
Eugene. And please correct me if I said your name
Catherine,
wrong.
hold on one second.